Welcome back to the Prem Perspective, the channel that exists to provide you balanced takes on the beautiful game. Today's video is all about the Newcastle versus Liverpool match. Yes, indeed, the Premier League is back and in full effect. And today we have one of the best games of the season so far. Let me just adjust this camera ever so slightly. We have the Alexander Isak derby. Yes, indeed, it's Newcastle FC versus Liverpool FC, and it is at St. James's Park. Did I say Saint? I meant to say St. James's Park. And listen, what a holy one this is going to be indeed. I'm super gassed. Listen, Liverpool are about third, I think second in the league. No, third in the league right now because Arsenal and Tottenham who are top. And third or fourth, wherever they're at, and they've played one game so far, so they won't even be second. Forget what I said. I just really wanted to get this video out. That's why I'm really excited, wanted to put this out, right? But yeah, so Liverpool are where they are at in the league. Newcastle sitting like 15th right now, but obviously only 2 games played for the majority of teams in the league so far. So nothing can be really construed or misconstrued from this game. All we know so far is that the Premier League is back. Liverpool look like they're on it. Arsenal look like they're on it. Tottenham look like they're on it. Man City look like they're on it, although they dropped points against Spurs most recently. Chelsea look like they're on it. Regardless, this game is a massive game. All right, St. James's Park on a Monday night, 8 p.m. Yeah, the only thing that I'm upset about is that we're not getting this fully under the lights. Because if this was fully under the lights, you know, like a little November game, the air is a little bit crispy, a little bit cold off. This game would have been sizzling. So listen, let me get into it with the teams. I want to talk about, I think, the players to watch for this game. First and foremost, Ekitike, okay? He's already hit the ground running for Liverpool. He looks like a star in the making. And as a striker, which Liverpool are struggling to find, right? I mean, Newcastle are struggling to obviously get their striker involved in their play right now. Ekitike looks like one of the best this league has seen in the last 5-6 years. Touch is on point. Finishing is on point, work rate on point. So I think for Liverpool, there's probably 3 or 4 main areas here that are most important. Ekitike is going to be huge in this game. Salah, of course, because he's always big. And I did get absolutely ransacked for saying that I think Salah could have a finished season this year, which I said actually for Salah, it's about 13 to 14 goals, which actually is backed up, right? I've seen a Liverpool fan on a podcast say that himself. But I will say that I think Salah's probably going to be one of the most important players in this game. Of course, it has to be Van Dijk, but what I'm going to place more emphasis on is on Konate. In the first game against Bournemouth, he had a couple wobbles. And I think if Newcastle can get onto him, if Gordon can get around him, get onto him, breathe down his neck, Harvey Barnes, whoever starts this game, whether it's Elanga or it ends up being Murphy on the other side as well, whoever can start this game and get onto Konate early doors, I think they're going to have a lot of success, all right? So Ekitike, Salah, Konate, and then my one to watch that I think I just want to see how his performance is today, because against Bournemouth he's a little bit quiet. I want to watch Wirtz, okay? I want to watch Wirtz. I'm hearing online already that he's on fraud watch. I think that might be a little bit harsh, but listen, if we're spending £100 million on players, we have to be doing fraud watch, because of course people make the same accusations against Chelsea and against other teams that have spent 100 million on players. They've said the same against Enzo Fernandez, about Caicedo, and so we are watching, okay? Wirtz, we are watching. If he can come up with an assist and a goal today, I think he's probably going to put those haters and naysayers, you know what, just put them to rest a little bit for a week or two. But I just want to see what he gets up to today. Of course, another vital area of Liverpool's attack and defence that is going to be a little bit underweighted today is the right back position. Frimpong is injured, that is confirmed. And of course, Trent has gone to Real Madrid. So there's no clear senior backup apart from Conor Bradley. Now, I know Conor Bradley's played some big games, but there aren't much bigger games than Liverpool versus Newcastle at St. James's Park, especially because this is the Isak derby. Now, this game is obviously, of course, extra spicy. Before I talk about Newcastle, this game is, of course, extra spicy because we know Liverpool, according to Fabrizio Romano, the man with the transfer news, who is waiting to drop the news on Alexander Isak with a new foreign bid that is being put in by Liverpool. I've heard the rumours that is going to be within the region of 130 million euros, but it is completely up to Liverpool FC to see if they want them. And of course, Newcastle do not want to sell. They have said before, if the right bid comes in, they will take in account this bid, but they are not necessarily in a position where they want to sell Alexander Isak. So more to go and more to see. So that's I love Fabrizio, man. Shout out to Fabrizio, man. That's my guy. So, of course, if a bid comes in before the game or after the game, it's going to add to the spice, going to add to the drama. But we do know that Liverpool have been pursuing Isak this summer. We do know that Newcastle had a little bit of a fractious relationship with Isak this summer. I don't expect him to play, but even if he does, I think the more important thing is this game has spice written all over it, all right? This game is set to be fierce, to be furious, and to be combative, all right? So I'm just excited to see how much of a tussle this becomes. I don't think tactics are going to play a huge part in this game. I think it's just pure willpower and desire. Whoever wants it tonight is going to get it. You get it? So listen, in terms of Newcastle, I think the ones to watch, listen, unsung, yeah? Somebody that goes under the radar a little bit, Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. If Harvey Barnes starts and he's on that left wing, whoa, it could be a deadly day. It could be a deadly day. I'm just saying, mate, yeah, if Harvey Barnes is starting, mate, you've got to be careful on that side. Because if it's Conor Bradley, he could get absolutely spun up, mate. Absolutely spun up. So that's just my theory. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So ones to watch for me, Harvey Barnes. I want to say Bruno Guimaraes, but the person I think is more important to watch in this game is the main man. What's his name? I even forgot his name. Tall guy. What's his name? Brazilian guy. Oh my gosh, look, I've even forgotten. This is terrible. Let me go production values and let me just see, man. I'm going to pause this video quick. When I got my research, I do my research. Joe Linton, that's who I meant, all right? So Joe Linton, he's another one to watch for me today, yeah. I'm just excited because I feel like Joe Linton is going to crush it, man. I can just see that midfield battle being a madness. And listen, if Gravenberch is not back, even if he is back, yeah, we've seen in the last game and in the Community Shield, the Liverpool midfield looks a little bit ropey right now, okay? So defensively and in the midfield battle, I think they look a little bit like they've got something to be desired. So I'm looking at that midfield with Joe Linton in it. I'm expecting him to crash it on man early doors and set, you know, potentially put people on stretchers, WWE settings, yeah? So I'm excited for that. So Harvey Barnes I already know what Gordon's going to do. Alanga, I think they're just going to abuse the pace on the wings. So it's Harvey Barnes that I think is one to watch in terms of like an underrated one. Same with Joe Linton in terms of his physicality. And then I think going into the back line, I actually think you're probably looking at whether it's between Fabian Schär or Dan Burn. One of them two, I think he's scoring a goal. Usually in Newcastle's most important games, if anyone is going to score like an unexpected goal, it's one of those two. Of course, we know Dan Burn got the goal in the cup final. And so, listen, why not do it again? Do you know what I mean? Everybody's scoring from set pieces this season. It's not just Arsenal who are set piece FC or Stoke City AFC. So anybody can get it today. And then I think finally, the one that I think, listen, I'm just paying attention to for Newcastle as well is Sandro Tonali. I think it's a very high potential that if he gets on the ball and is able to dictate the play, Newcastle could find themselves with a lot of joy going forward. So that's what I would just say. For me, Liverpool, it's Ekitike, Salah and Konate. They're the ones to watch mainly. And then Wirtz is on forward watch. I would say for Newcastle, Harvey Barnes, Joe Linton and either Fabian Schär or Dan Burn, who are probably going to get a goal, I think. And then I think if Sandro Tonali can get on it, he can probably do a madness if he's able to control the game. So regardless, I just think it's going to be a mad game. So I'm excited for that. So let me just say this. I've got a head prediction and I've got a heart prediction. So let me go with my heart prediction first. My heart prediction is probably what I want, yeah? I want to see Newcastle crash it on Liverpool. Like, I want to see them mash them up, yeah? 3-1. That would just, hey, 3-1 or 3-0, that'll do me nicely. But if I'm being really honest, my heart prediction is probably a 2-1 Newcastle win. That's just my straight out the bat. If you ask me, what do I think? Newcastle probably to win it 2-1. My head prediction now, and if I'm going off all of the things said, all of the things going on, looking at all the squads, the players, everybody involved in this game, my head prediction says it's a Newcastle-Liverpool 2-2 draw. That's my prediction for this game. But we will see. It's going to be a sick one regardless. Spicy one regardless. And somebody's going to get crashed on them. And I'm excited. It's going to be a good one. All right. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do me a... Do me a favor, yeah? Drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the Prem Perspective. This channel exists to provide balanced takes on a beautiful game. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I will see you in the next video. All right, take care, my people. Don't stress and stay blessed. Peace.